Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler every series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there and try out food and drink items. I eat stuff and drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. Trying out the zero sugar version of a drink I just reviewed. Woo! Woo. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I am inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Well, it happens to be my Enoch shirt. Really love this shirt. Very cool design. But who and or what are Enochs? Enochs, they are a band out of New Jersey of the metal variety. I ran into these guys in I think 2023, I want to say. Some of their stuff, targeted Facebook ad type of deal. And, I decided to go over there and check out some of their music videos. I thought they had a really great fucking sound, really great look, just the whole thing. I was just super down with it. And I was fortunate that, not too long after that, I got to see them perform live. They were extremely badass. It was a great show. One of those very sort of small, intimate shows, but the crowd was super into it, and I thought they were super badass. So much so, I actually got some videos of their performance. They are on my channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're an incredible band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, folks, like I said, I just got through reviewing a fancy new drink. Specifically, boom, Coca-Cola orange cream flavor. Woo! Go watch that review if you're interested in my take on it. And they got a zero sugar version. So, typically when a new drink comes out and it has a zero sugar version, I try to review both. Because I feel like that's only fair. Because some people like the zero sugar version. So, boom, it's Coca-Cola orange cream zero sugar version. Sure, let's get a thing for the thing. Looks like, maybe we'll we'll do it like that. Ha 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 ha! Sure, man, let's give it a go. I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea of zero sugar stuff. I just, it's not usually my thing. But to be fair, sometimes they actually work out better. The hell was it? This Dr. Pepper Blackberry, the zero sugar version of that. I actually like that one more than the full sugar version. Smells like a cola. Yeah, not super into that. One thing I will say, if I'm being point for point honest here, I probably prefer Coke products a little bit over Pepsi, but I'm not opposed to either. I think both are, solid companies, both have good offerings in their own regard. One thing I will say that I think Pepsi does way better than Coke are their zero sugar options. I can actually drink zero sugar Pepsi, no problem. I actually think it's, for what it is, it's pretty nice. Zero sugar Coke, I remember when they first came out with Coke Zero, and it was like, oh man, it tastes like a real cola. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck cola y'all are drinking. That tastes like fucking backwash. Yeah, I'm not that into this one. I don't hate it, but for one thing, the zero sugar aspect is definitely evident. It's not heinous or anything. I'm guessing probably sucralose and aspartame. Let's find out together. Hey, look, aspartame and sucralose. Yeah, there we go. A lot of these drinks, zero sugar drinks, will just use sucralose, but obviously, Coke, they already use aspartame for some of their stuff anyway, so using a blend of it, I guess, sure. And to be fair, that does help hide the sucralose flavor a little bit, because sucralose definitely has a very distinct sort of sweetener flavor to it, whereas aspartame is a little bit more forgiving in that regard, I find. But still taste it. That's just a fact. The thing that I'm surprised by the most is the lack of a hit from the orange flavor. So, I mentioned this in my other review. This was a product that originally came out a few years ago, and it ran on the shelves for a little while. I don't know, maybe a year or two, something like that. Eventually, it was phased out when they brought out the cherry vanilla, and then eventually the cherry vanilla got phased out. Then you had the spice, and now we've come full circle. I don't know if they did a zero sugar version at that time of the orange cream. If they did, I don't think I ever had it. Um, the I like the formula on the normal full sugar version. I like the formula of it more now than during their original run. But I think that in this instance, it kind of works against it, because part of the reason why I like the new formula is because the orange flavor I find to be less intrusive, and that works for the full sugar version. It still plays a nice role. In this, I feel like it really kind of nerfs that orange flavor. There's still some there for sure, but it's not as defined. And then because, obviously the cream aspect inherently has sort of a, sort of sweet vibe to it. Yeah, I just don't really feel like this one, because, basically what you're doing is you're combining a cola with like a dreamsicle or a creamsicle, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Um, I don't really feel like either of those things benefit that much from a zero sugar iteration, and combining them together, I think it really takes the punch out of it. That's me personally. Maybe my friend Mark, who watches my videos sometimes, hello Mark, I know he found the normal version to be too sugary for him. Maybe he would, get more out of this than I did. But the thing is, like I said, I really do feel like it just, while the orange cream flavor is still there to some extent, I really do feel like it's really takes a heavy hit from the full sugar version. And then you do get that sort of aftertaste from the sucralose and the aspartame. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it or anything, but like, I don't feel like it does a great job of exemplifying the new version of this. Um, I mean, because really, it just kind of it tastes like sort of a diet cola with basically a little bit of a hit of orange and cream. But yeah, I don't really feel like you get the proper benefit from it. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No and no. So here's the thing. For me, like I said, I'm not a big zero sugar guy, and I'm not a big Coke zero sugar guy to be sure. It was always going to be a hard sell for me. But again, occasionally, some of the flavors I'm willing to go with. This one, while it's not terrible or anything, I mean, it's lacking in the things that I think make the full sugar version really nice. So there's really no reason for me to go with this one. I don't like the way that the zero sugar version comes out for me. It just lacks, that personality. Um, but here's the thing: if I'm going over there and if I'm recommending it, there are times when even if I don't like a zero sugar version, I will still recommend it, because I know there are lots of people who do enjoy zero sugar versions of stuff. Um, this isn't one of them. Like I said, some I think work really well. I think that like you said, the Dr. Pepper Blackberry, I think the zero sugar version of that's better than the full sugar. Um, Even again, some of the Coke flavors, I know, like some of the limited edition ones they've done in the past, I've liked the zero sugar version a little bit more. This, I'll say this: if you're a zero sugar fan, if you're already, if that's what you're used to, you will probably take away more from this than I did. I have one friend who, he almost exclusively drinks zero sugar stuff at this point, and there's been times when I've thought something was really pretty heinous, and I've handed it off to him, and he really liked it. So, sure, but I do feel like, again, in this instance, I don't feel like it really gives you that oomph. You know, I don't feel like the character of the soda comes through the way that it does in the full sugar. But that's just me. 5 things before we get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there yourselves a truly zero sugar-tastic rest of your life. Sure, what the fuck ever, man. Go ahead. I'll do things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. Excuse me. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, if you try out the zero sugar version of this, let me know what you personally feel about it. I'm always really interested to hear the feedback anyway, but on stuff like this, I'm not the zero sugar guy. You know, even though I do reviews of it, it's obviously not in my particular wheelhouse. So I would be really interested to, know what other people think about it. Especially my friend Mark, if he happens to try it. I'm sure my one friend will try it at some point in time or another. And, like I said, maybe he'll enjoy it more than I do. Anyway,